My name is Yuri Marinchak, and I'm the director of Orphans Ministry My Home. My Home supports orphans, first of all, supports families in difficult or crisis situations, so those kids don't go to orphanages. Also, My Home organizes trainings to train volunteers for those families themselves, parents, how to raise their kids and what to do with them. Also, My Home participates in lives of orphanage graduates, kids who didn't get adopted, were not taken into a family, and soon they will be forced to go out into the world from the orphanages, so we teach them to live and what to do.
Tell us, please, what do you expect from this camp?
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment? What else?
Good swim.
Wow, that's great. To swim in the sea, that's good.
And to play with friends.
With friends, maybe with new friends too. How about you, young man? What do you expect from this camp?
To swim.
To swim.
My Home shows the love of Christ not by words but by actions, helping people who are in crisis situations, children who are in orphanages, parents who are tired, confused and don't know what to do with their kids, by providing specific help, including financial, giving support and restoration to families and lives. And it's not just words, but actions, and we believe that God does this work through us and shows His love through it. For My Home, success means Ukraine without orphans. I think that this camp that we'll have for 5 days, I think it will be a start of something good. The goal is for those families that are in crisis condition in their life, for them to feel warmth, to see the light, to see hope in their lives, that their family can be revived and live by God's laws God gave for our life ahead of time, before we were born, and to have blessing in this. May God bless this beginning. Thank you. I liked pretty much everything in this camp. Food in the dining room, new friends, good people who can support and say a good word. During workshops, we learned many good things. I understood that kids need to be taught everything in a way that they know and understand. I want to say that I really liked everything in this camp, and I learned a lesson that we will start fresh, with a new start in our relationship. God has heard us, and we want this to happen and keep happening. Thank you, My Home Center. Thank you for inviting us here to have a rest. Honestly, I'm really happy because I learned a lot. Thank you, Ludmila. Many classes were just for me. I didn't understand how to raise children right before. I was used to yelling. But you can find other ways to approach children. No need to scream or spank. You need to explain to the child and love the child. You need to hug your child, and he will understand the mom more if the mom gives more attention to her child. There were many classes, but the first one Ludmila gave was love. Yes, we are moms, we love our husbands and our children, but we never love ourselves. Sometimes we can't even find a minute for ourselves. But you need to love yourself too. Thanks to Ludmila, I'll try to love me at least a little bit. I really liked our camp because there were people who talked to me. I was deprived of this communication with adults for a long time. Most of the time I'm busy with the kids. All of my time basically goes to them. I don't go anywhere to communicate with people my age, my peers, other women. Most of the time I stay home with the kids and talk to them. I really liked it here. We had concerts, the kids performed, it was a lot of fun. We talked about our kids and how to raise them, how to love them even more. It was very interesting for me. It was also very instructive. I discovered many things I was doing wrong. I'll try more for my children to feel more comfortable. I really liked it, and I'd love to come to a camp like this one more time. For my kids, not to just communicate, but to be with God, of course. Our 5-day vacation camp for families in crisis is just one of the formats of work with families in difficult situations. It happened and was organized by our NGO, Center of Family and Parenthood Development My Home, with support of NGO Homeland. The main goal of our camp is to give basic knowledge and skills, to teach parents communication with their children, to teach them build relationships with the society, to teach them to live with faith, kindness and love in their hearts. Many things were taught, experienced and talked about. We hope, the team of our organization hopes, that this seed fell on good and fruitful soil and will grow into love, trust and faith in their children and their capabilities, because our goal is to make the childhood of those kids from families in crisis more comfortable and happier. For those children to know one thing, that there is love and it has no boundaries because it's God's love. And parents have to start thinking about the future, what they want to see their children, what has to be the most important in children, what they should be proud of, and what they should raise. Without Master Provisions, my home wouldn't exist, because Master Provisions is the organization that basically gave birth to my home in Ukraine. Today, Master Provisions is our main partner and inspiration. We wouldn't be able to do and understand so much without Master Provisions, without your help and support. Master Provisions will be able to continue participating not just in projects we started, but in many new projects that are answers to the needs of children in Ukraine today. I think that Master Provision can also find ways to participate in them and be a blessing in those new projects, new people and new families in the future. I want to say thank you so much to all those who participate in the work of Master Provisions. I mean, not just the employees, but all those who donate, volunteers who work hard for it, because their work is valuable and their fruit in Ukraine is pretty big. For the years of our work together, over 400 children have found families. Many teenagers in orphanages got support, and all of this is God's love that is miraculously through people who live in America and perhaps have never been to Ukraine is present here and makes a huge difference in people's hearts and saves many souls. So I'd like to encourage you and thank you and invite you to continue doing this work together, because it's definitely God's will to save those people, and we see the fruit. And we know that God does it, and His love does it through your work, your donations, and through your prayers.